standard. I'm very glad to see you all again. I hope you all are fine. And my name is Murul David and I'm your English teacher. So last time I taught you, I explained the first chapter of English, and that was a tiny teacher from the book An Alien Hand. But today I'm having the second chapter, and that is Bringing Up Curry, and that is also from the book An Alien Hand. So I'm going to explain this chapter today to you. Okay, so let's read the chapter first. Curry the elephant was 5 months old when he was given to me to take care of. I was 9 years old and I could reach his back if I stood on tiptoe. He seemed to remain that high for nearly 2 years. We grew together. That is probably why I never found out just how tall he was. He lived in a pavilion under a thatched roof which rested on thick tree stumps so that it could not fall and when Curry bumped against the poles. Now there was the boy who's narrating the story he's a small boy, and he's talking about his best friend who was an elephant, and that elephant was very small when this boy brought him, and he began to stay with this boy. One of the things Curry did was to save the life of a boy. Curry did not eat much, but nevertheless needed 40 pounds of twigs a day. Now you know that elephant is a very big animal, and how big it is, the more he eats food. It's not easy to keep an elephant because they eat too much and they are very, very big. It was not easy job to get twigs and saplings for Curry. Now this boy had made a separate stable for this elephant. Means, is it possible to keep an elephant in your house? No, you can't keep him inside. Why? Because an elephant is very, very big and you cannot even keep an elephant in your house. So you need to have a separate thing, a separate kind of stable for an elephant to live in. I looked all over but could not find him. So this boy took every necessary thing and brought every necessary thing for this elephant, and took a lot of care of this elephant. I was helpless. I could not jump into the water and save the 400 pounds of him since he was much higher than I. Now one day he saw both of them, they were having a bath in the river. You know, elephants are very, very fond of having a bath. So one day both of them, this boy and his elephant, they were having a bath in the water. So all of a sudden what they saw something drowning in the water. And all of a sudden this elephant went into that direction and pulled that boy out. And when he pulled him outside, so both of them, they saw, this boy also saw that that wasn't something different, but that was a small boy and he was drowning in the water. Drowning means what? What is the meaning of drowning? When you cannot swim in the water, you go deep inside the water. That is called drowning. Okay. So this elephant saved a human life. So then he was more in love with that elephant because he did a good thing and did a great job. Then after that, seeing us drift by in the current, Curry, who was usually slow and ponderous, suddenly darted down like a hawk and came halfway in the water, where I saw him stretch out his trunk again. I raised up my hand to catch it and slipped. Curry was like a baby. He had to be trained to be good. You know, animals, they are very cute, very lovable, very adorable. And I say that everyone, all of us, though Curry wasn't his pet, he was just like a brother or a friend, we can say, but we all should have a pet because they are very lovely creatures. So in this way, they were also having a very nice time with each other. They were just like best friends, or you can say they were just like brothers, and they were helping out each other and having a great time. For instance, one day somebody gave some bananas to eat. Very soon he developed a great love for ripe bananas. Now, elephants are very fond of eating bananas, you know that. And if you don't know that, then I'm telling you. So somebody gave him banana to eat. Now before that, this elephant had never tasted any kind of banana. He didn't know what is banana. He used to eat only grasses. Okay. So then someone gave him banana and he really liked the taste of that banana. So then he started eating it, and sooner he became very very fond of eating bananas. So one day when the fruits were lying on the table in the house, this elephant had never stolen anything before, but on that day when he was feeling like eating bananas and he had a deep love for bananas, he stole a bunch of bananas from the room lying on the dining table. Without my parents' permission, a long black thing, very much like a snake, suddenly came through the window and disappeared with all the bananas. Now, the parents thought that maybe this boy has stolen all the bananas because Curry had never done anything like this before. But when this boy said that, "Mom, Dad, I didn't do anything and I'm innocent," so the parents didn't believe in him and they started punishing this boy. Now again the same thing happened the next time also, and this time this boy was sitting in the dining room. At the dining table when he was sitting, he saw a long snake-like thing coming inside and pulling out all the bananas and taking them outside. At once he thought that it is a snake. Then he wondered that how a snake can eat bananas. Snake cannot eat bananas. Snakes are what? Snakes are not vegetarian and they do not eat bananas. As I went out, I saw Curry's bag disappearing in the direction of the pavilion. Now he started following that black thing, and when he went outside, he saw what? Curry's bag. The name of the elephant was Curry, and he saw the elephant going, and he caught the thief. You can see them in the moonlight, and you can almost see the stags running in all directions below. You can hear the growl of the tiger in the distance, even he is frightened. Then the elephant pulls out the next tree and the tree and the next. Soon you will find that he was made a road right through the jungle straight to your house. Now the chapter ends up with a great friendship. A friendship between an animal and a human being. Not between two human beings, but between an animal and a human being. So here in this chapter we have been taught a lesson that how good these creatures are, how lovable, how adorable animals are, and how faithful they are. They'll never leave you in any kind of circumstances. They'll never leave you in any kind of bad or good condition. They'll always be the same with you. So in the end also we have been told this only, that they had been living their life together until the end of their life. They lived together and spent a happy and comfortable life. So this was the explanation of the chapter. Okay, I hope you understood it, and what you have to do is just have to read this at home, just have to find the difficult words at home. Okay, and please take care of yourself.